Hi, Adam Drake from Mugen Seiki Racing here. I'm going to go over a main event checklist that we created here at Mugen for our off-road team. Just kind of the things that we think are important to check over on your car after you've gone through practice and qualifying and getting ready for the main event. So I'm just going to run down the list real quick. You can print this out. It's posted on www.mugenracing.com. The first thing is your engine and clutch system. Always like to check that before the main. Make sure that your clutch shoes and springs are in good shape. Replace your clutch bearings. Also check the clutch bell, make sure that the teeth look good and that the mesh is set correct. And also apply fresh thread lock to the engine screws. Along with that, you'll want to check and replace, if needed, your exhaust gaskets, your glow plug, and always put on a fresh air filter foam. And then next, onto the radio and electronics. You'll want to check your throttle endpoints and also your brake bias, just to make sure that nothing kind of moved or changed after practice and qualifying. And always charge your receiver battery, transmitter battery, starter box, and glow igniter. And then onto the chassis, or more the vehicle portion of this. I always like to remove my shocks, make sure that the suspension moves freely, check and make sure that there's no bent shock shafts, hinge pins, and make sure that your shock boots don't have any holes, especially for a long main. You don't want your car to kind of change or go away throughout the main, so you want to make sure those shocks stay nice and clean. Check all the screws and nuts, make sure everything's tight, and use fresh thread lock if needed. With your drivetrain, you want to make sure everything spins free. It's always a good idea to check any of your bearings, especially rear hub bearings, but if you had a lot of practice, you'll want to kind of check over all the bearings just to be safe. And then onto your tires. I always like to glue a fresh set of tires for the final, balance the tires if needed. And if you're at an event where there's a lot of practice, like multiple days of practice, it's always a good idea to disassemble your diffs, put fresh fluid in the diffs, as well as the shocks. So it's just a checklist that we use here at Mugen Racing, and hopefully you guys find this helpful and have it in your pit box for the next race.